Andi Rianto, ladies and gentlemen, the Indonesian composer. He has gone to Indonesian Idol the same way they summoned Weird Genius. They have now summoned some of the most bloody expensive composers that Indonesia has ever produced. And Shabrina is going viral with her performance with Andy of
she's my favorite. I really hope she wins.
Of Yank, which I think means like guardian or something like that. Let's give it a review.
Ooh.
Whoa. They have a real life Muppet thing.
Puppet.
A fucking Muppet, yeah?
Okay, that
Shabrina.
is stunning. Nice.
Good chord progression. Also, we're so close to the end.
Yes. Yeah, how many are there left? Like 6?
Less.
She found that camera. Oh, I know, that's beautiful.
It's good to see her.
Wow, goosebumps. Nice. The inflection, the intention is so right.
Nice,
This
good
is
resolution.
lovely. And she's tired, but that's actually given more depth to the performance. Yeah.
Look how Andy looks at her. She gives Adele vibes sometimes.
She does, yes. Especially with these chord progressions.
Whoa. She doesn't win. I don't know who else.
Yeah, honestly, she's my favorite though. She really is.
Wow, look at that arrangement.
It has like an apocalyptic feel. Like it's like the end is near. Yeah. Damn, that is awesome. Lovely.
Yeah, it's a very busy song, so.
Yeah, nice.
Well, she's very acrobatic naturally, vocally.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. You know what I love about it? That she didn't really have to. She really.
Standing up. Where the f***'s Judica, bro?
Sabrina, come back again!
Yeah, she has done it again. I totally agree.
Mate,
Damn.
she's so famous at the moment in
I
Indonesia.
really hope she wins. She's phenomenal. Oh, girl.
Probably one of the toughest songs.
Terima kasih sama Andi Rianto malam ini.
Andi Rianto.
Bless her.
Sabrina.
Oh, she's so overwhelmed.
Shabby.
Mahal lagu yangnya ya.
Mewah. Sabrina.
Lagu ini loh.
I love the vibe from
Sangat
the.
internasional banget.
She really is. Let's go, do the rounds, girl.
Ugal-ugalan.
Ini si ugal-ugalan tadi. Sabrina.
I mean, look at the fan base.
Ada sedikit diterain nggak masalah.
I also think, I mean, obviously we haven't been, it's hard to sort of understand what they're saying because our Indonesian is quite basic.
Wait, we
Cinta
don't-
aku bahagia,
Oh.
marangdu,
Oh.
garam. Will you be the when I'll be your Spider-Man? You know, that's how much I know. Anyways, and couple of times. Anyway, so interestingly enough, and a bunch of dangdut songs, weirdly enough, get played in this home. But interestingly enough, I think there was some level of, like Waleska, you mentioned it, she's quite fatigued.
Yes.
I think also these are quite late rounds, so
Yes.
everyone's going to be bloody tired. But I think there was something else going on here.
Yeah,
'cause
there's
so much emotion.
And she didn't sound as fresh as she usually does.
Yeah.
And I think there's actually a moment towards the end, towards the climax of the song, where you hear
So she took one off. She's trying
and you're hearing this the choice making. So instead of going towards like the top of her belting range, she decided to maintain that tension in the range that she was already at. Like the acrobatics really didn't push her to the top of her range,
which I think helped though.
I agree. Also because of the composition of the track, there's a lot of like suspension, so you wanted to maintain some of that tension through.
I'd like for Andy, I mean, he's got all the contacts in the world, and obviously he's a big needle thread, mover in the industry in Indonesia. So I'd love for them to actually maybe do an official version of that song.
I would love for them.
Or another song. Obviously, he did that with Liodra, right? That's what the
right.
intro was. We love that song. We love so many compositions by that guy.
I really do. I think again, this is like one of those moments where they're making history, like something good is about to happen.
So I think something might happen in this season that I hope is that the same way, in season 10, Indonesian Idol, you had a bunch of the girls, Magnolia, you had Liodra, you had Novia, and not, obviously there can only be one winner. But I get the feeling like you have Angie here, and then you also have another girl, I forget her name. But let's have a look at Angie first.
His compositions are cool. They're never really predictable.
Yeah, he really storytells through music.
Yeah, he's really dope.
Even without lyrics.
Kemarin ku
She's great.
melihatmu, kau bertemu.
Also, they dried out all their bass.
They did, yeah.
Ku rasa sekarang kau masih memikirkan
Stunning dress, that's beautiful. Great, that's beautiful. Gosh.
Di dalam hidupmu hingga kau curangi aku.
Oh, he's enthralled.
Katakanlah sekarang bahwa kau tak bahagia. Aku punya
This is great.
tapi tidak hati.
We're not familiar with him.
Kau tak perlu berbohong, kau masih menginginkannya. Ku rela kau dengannya.
Great, my God.
Asalkan kau bahagia.
See, told you, I know that word.
Also, there's a lot of tension. I think all the girls are like feeling the tension right now. There's a lot in the line.
A lot. Little do they know, they've already won, all of them.
Literally, I agree. Great! Yeah, that was solid.
Aku punya ragamu, tapi tidak hatimu. Kau tak perlu.
Actually, I have a note in my throat. This is really nice.
This was good.
Yeah.
Menginginkannya, ku rela kau dengannya, asalkan kau bahagia. Aku punya kamu, tapi
Real, true vocals.
And effortlessly, she's really just swimming through that. Lovely. Nice.
Asalkan kau
Yeah, you see that?
Stunning. Woo. Woo.
Wow, standing ovations all around.
Oh,
parents.
Gimana?
Oh, that's
Oh.
so sweet.
Wow.
Oh.
Andi Rianto
There's so much on the
mengantarkan
line.
Angie jadi diva malam ini. Wow.
Go, Angie,
Kalau
girl.
Angie diva, kamu lahap seperti itu ya. Gila biasa. Keren. Keren banget.
I love this guy. I love the guy.
So
in the blue suit.
enthusiastic.
He's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fun.
I mean, so I think we are at a point in the competition where obviously it is do or die.
the stakes are high.
So high, and you can tell, like you said, like everyone's very tense. I think emotional songs were perfect. It was perfect time to bring Andy, someone like Andy, come out because
They definitely planned this out with weeks in advance. Because
Very well done.
Very well planned out. Because I think specifically with the vocal talent that you have in this competition, this particular season, a lot of people have delivered very emotional performances up until this point.
Yep.
So if you wanted to capitalize that, this is the way to go. Especially the fact that you got really long singing phrases. They're challenging. They're bringing to the surface the emotions of the contestants already. So like they're using some of that organic bubbling that's happening behind the scenes on stage, and I think that's where magic really happens.
it's so interesting how this is still one of the few shows in the whole of Asia and the West where it does try to maintain as close as possible to what you got singing wise live.
Yeah, I agree.
There's very little trickery. There's very little, post-production of the vocals. As a matter of fact, it was quite interesting in this round. They really dried out the low end and they sort of just kept the high end and the mids so amped up.
And they gated it out, so there's a lot of gating going on.
Correct.
Which I think it's cool because it gives like a studio effect
Yeah.
to the performances
to
that
the
are
raw.
completely real.
But
you know?
it does not go unnoticed, and I think a lot of people probably appreciate this because in other parts of the world there's a ton of trickery, and what you heard when you were at home is not
It's
what you
not,
fucking heard on in the show. But here
And
it seems
Indonesian
very
Idol,
par on par.
yeah, it's very good.